What's up everyone, welcome back again to your Heroclix headquarters. So, today we're going to be covering a character that I got asked to do a long time ago, and it's definitely about time we cover it, especially considering Falcon and the Winter Soldier just released, so what better time than now to talk about the top 5 Winter Soldiers in Heroclix. So without further ado, let's get to the list. Alright, coming in at number 5 for me for Winter Soldier is this really cool one from the Winter Soldier movie set. The main thing I really love about this one is just the fact that he's holding Captain America's shield. He just caught it like in that iconic moment from the movie where he just turns around and grabs the shield. So cool. Probably my favorite Winter Soldier sculpt, honestly, but we'll take a look at what he can do. So he only has the Assassin Pass Soldier Spy keywords. But that's not too bad with the new, rules changes that you can kind of play, generic themes and still get theme props. It's pretty nice. But he starts with a trait that says, give an adjacent character a power action to modify Winter Soldier's attack or damage value by +1 or -1. This modifier lasts until this trait is used again or there are no other friendly characters on the map. So the cool thing about that is that you can use this with your characters to give them +1 attack or damage, or your opponent can move up and give them one of their characters a power action to, -1 his attack or damage. So you have that kind of going back and forth. It's pretty cool. 125 points is a lot, but he also has this cool special damage power that says Winter Soldier can use Outwit, but only to counter attack and damage powers of adjacent characters. When he does, he doesn't need line of fire and can use the countered power until your next turn. So that's awesome. He can outwit and attack or damage power of an adjacent character without needing to see them. And even if there's one of those weird, two characters here and you can't draw line of fire, well, you can still outwit them. It's pretty nice. And then he also gets the attack or damage power that you outwitted. I wish he started with that, but he clicks into that a little bit later. But he starts off with a 9 movement with running shot, 11 attack, precision strike, 17 invulnerability, and 3 damage with a 6 range. And then he takes a couple clicks before he goes into some charge and blades, and that's where he gets that cool outwit special for adjacent characters. And then he goes into some flurry blades. And then, so, I'll admit he's a little overcosted for this day and age for sure, but for the coolness factor, he's coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have the Winter Soldier from the pretty new Captain America and the Avengers set. He's coming in at 90 points. He has the wild card team ability there. And we'll take a look at his card. He's got the Assembled Bolts and Masters trait that says, once per turn, when Winter Soldier hits, after resolutions, you may roll a d6. On a 5 to 6, if your force has 3 or more friendly characters with the Masters of Evil or Thunderbolts keywords, remove an action token from Winter Soldier or give an action token to a hit target. If your force has 6 or more, do both. So that's pretty nice if you're playing him on a Masters of Evil or Thunderbolts team. Improved targeting can make ranged attacks while adjacent is super nice. The espionage trait that a lot of characters from this set have gives him stealth and improved movement and improved targeting through hindering. Improved movement won't really matter with the new rules, but still stealth and improved targeting through hindering is really nice. Then close combat expert and ranged combat expert as a special damage power is cool. And then he starts with running shot with an 11 precision strike, 17 invuln, and 3 damage with outwit. So very similar stats to the number 5, and this one's only 90 points. Plus he can see through hindering, which is pretty nice. Then he gets that awesome special damage power, and then goes into some penetrating blast and exploit weakness, and then a little bit of regen at the end. So this one's pretty solid overall, and that's why he's coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the old uncommon from the Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. set. This guy was probably my favorite Winter Soldier for a long time. Now he starts off with some improved targeting for hindering and characters. Then he also has a trait that says Winter Soldier ignores opposing barrier and smoke cloud markers for movement purposes and removes them from the game after moving through them. So that's just a neat little trait that all of the invaders had from this set. It's cool that you can actually move through a barrier marker with that to get rid of it. It doesn't usually come up a lot in my games, but I'd always play him on a shield team because of this awesome special damage power he starts with that says Winter Soldier can use Outwit and Range Combat Expert, both with a locked range value of 10. When he uses both in a turn, he must target the same character. Now, I feel like that could use a bit of a errata with the new wording of Range Combat Expert, but it's not really that big of a deal. You can basically just say if he outwits somebody, he has to shoot at them, which, I mean, you're probably going to anyway. The main reason I really liked him was because that 10 range that can see through characters and hindering with an outwit. And then I play him on a shield team because I'd always like to use a few shield team abilities to up his damage value. You can't up the range value because it's a locked value of 10. I mean, it would be nice, but sadly it doesn't work that way. But still, just to up his damage value a couple times to like 6. And yeah, just Range Combat Expert, outwit their defense, shoot them for like 6 damage through the hindering and the characters is super awesome. This guy just wrecks so many people with that. 95 points, you know, pretty solid stats. Then he goes to some sidestep and combat reflexes. And then he gets some running shot penetrating blast with probability control. It's pretty nice there at the end. So he's just a really good sniper from 10 squares away. So for those reasons, he's coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the other one from Captain America and the Avengers, the Fast Forces version. One thing I will say, you guys ever get annoyed how many Winter Soldiers we get that are just punching with their arm or holding like an SMG or something when they're obviously snipers all the time? They always give them all the awesome range stuff. I feel like he should be holding a gun or something. But anyway, this one has this amazing trait that says when Winter Soldier makes a range attack after resolutions, you may move him up to 3 squares. So obviously that's super good. Anytime you can shoot and move back, I mean, it's, you know, going to be super helpful. You can running shot around a corner and then sidestep, or in this case, just move 3 squares back behind a wall or something. Just super good. It makes it much harder to get to him. I do wish he had some form of improved targeting like some of the other ones do have, but even without it, the ability to just maneuver that much is great. Assembled Avengers trait, just like the Assembled Bolton Masters trait, except for Avengers, obviously, which I do prefer to play him on Avengers teams. And then, of course, he has Running Shot, Sidestep, and Stealth to start with. So just so much maneuverability with an 8 range as well is crazy. So 8 movement with Running Shot, Sidestep, and that reposition after the shot ability means this guy can get really wherever he needs to. I mean, 4, you can Sidestep 2, and then Running Shot for 4 is like 6 plus 8 range, gives him huge reach, and then he can still move back 3 more to get out of the way. 11 attack with Precision Strike and a 3 damage with Range Combat Expert is improved even more from the new rules. That's going to be a 12 attack, 4 damage from his Running Shot, which is going to be super awesome. 17 toughness is pretty basic. For only 75 points, he's just super, super good. Lots of range, lots of maneuverability. And then for 50 points, he also gets Running Shot with 11 attack, 3 damage, and some Perplex. So even for 50 points, he's not bad at all. You still get to Running Shot up and reposition after the shot to move back 3 squares. And some Perplex can help out the rest of the team if you need be. And so yeah, I really like him at both point values. And for all those reasons, he's coming in at number 2. All right, before we get to our number 1 pick, I would normally do a bunch of honorable mentions. I don't really have any more Winter Soldiers, actually. And to be completely honest, the rest of them are about as good, pretty much worth an honorable mention, I guess. Pretty much all of them are just, you know, stealthy range combat experts. There's one really cool one from the Winter Soldier movie set that I got rid of not too long ago that has like a neat sniper's nest trait where you can put different sniper's nest markers and you can kind of hop between them, which is really good. And yeah, the rest of them, you know, are all pretty much the same that we've seen on these, mostly being stealthy range combat expert snipers. So they're all pretty good. Check them out. But our number one Winter Soldier reporting for duty is the Winter Soldier from the Avengers, Black Panther, and the Illuminati OP kit, or, you know, release day OP kit, whatever you want to call it. Number 100, this guy is so good for 70 points, and he got even better from the new rules. I love that he has the Hydra and Shield team abilities. That comes in handy a lot. I wish he had the Avengers keyword like the last couple I showed, but Hydra, Shield, Thunderbolts, Assassin, Soldier, Spy, pretty good keywords. Improved targeting, hindering terrain is always super nice. A trait that gives him Close Combat Expert and Super Senses, but only on a 6. And then a special damage power that gives him Range Combat Expert and range, make up to 2 range attacks. The fact that you can combo that with the range combat expert now is nuts. It makes this guy super ridiculously overpowered for 70 points. The fact that you can running shot with an 11 attack, 3 damage with range combat expert, making it a 12 attack, 4 damage from a 7 range, ignoring hindering terrain, and basically give him a range action to do a ranged flurry for 12 attack, 4 damage is nuts for only 70 points. Then he also has the Shield and Hydra team abilities to help out his allies as well. And the fact that there's no more pushing damage means he can go twice in a row without having to push. And then having actual willpower there at the end, you know, is pretty nuts. That way he can potentially remove his own action tokens. He gets some sidestep and precision strike there in the middle, as well as some stealth to help keep him safe at the end of his dial. He's got that special damage power for his whole entire dial too, which is crazy. And even if they try to get up close to him, he can still punch them with Close Combat Expert. So it's nuts. This guy is super, super good. And he just got, like I said, even way better from the rules updates. I already liked him a lot to start with, but he's definitely my number one choice now. So yeah, this guy's insanely awesome, and that's why he's coming in at number 1. Alright, that's going to do it for this top 5 list. As always, make sure you let me know in the comments what your favorite Winter Soldiers are, and while you're there, let me know if there's any characters you'd like to see in a future top 5 list. Make sure you smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click that subscribe button while you're at it so you don't miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, then there's links in the description for our Patreon. You can check that out there, and you can see your name here in the credits, as well as some other awesome, cool stuff there, so check that out. Until next time, thanks again so much for watching. This has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.